My name's Grace Saita. I'm a retired nurse. I retired at the age of 55 because I wanted to again have more years that I can work at home and to follow my passion, of course, of helping the community. I'm 68 years old now, and I thank God for this far. The rabbit urine is very concentrated. Therefore, you must keep on changing the wood, changing the wire, because their urine is very concentrated.
Kajiado, one of the driest regions in Kenya. Rainfall is scarce, and most of the land is dry and barren. This is where Mrs. Grace Saita lives. After 18 years working as a nurse and civil servant, she took early retirement and returned home to focus on farming and helping her community. As I walk towards her homestead, the surrounding land is dry and empty. But inside her compound, her farm is green and thriving. And right here, she has built a community hospital, a place where mothers, children, and the elderly no longer have to travel miles for basic medical care.
What gave me this mind is when I was called one night and I was told that there is a child who they had to, the child passed as they were carrying the child to Namanga. And I thought if we had a facility here, then we would have remedied the situation.
So how is she managing all this? The farm, the hospital, and life in such a harsh and forgiving environment. That is what I came to find out. So join me. If you haven't subscribed already, kindly hit the subscribe button and turn on the notification bell so you get notified anytime I post a new video.
I do farming. I started this farming in 2015. Is when I thought of going into farming because of what I saw. It was being from the background of a nurse. I retired and I wanted my people, the Maasai, to learn how to diversify their food. Because we know Maasai like eating meat, drinking blood, and drinking milk. That is not enough. And especially for us women, I thought of introducing them to another food that has got a lot of vitamins, like the greens, the vegetables, which is not in their menu. And many of them I have seen during my experience as a nurse come to us in the hospital in Kajiado with anemia. And anemia because they don't know how to do the food which contains the three most important things, that is the carbohydrates, the vitamins, and the protective food. Those are the fruits. So I thought of doing this farm. One, I wanted them to learn from their fellow Maasai woman that with your small farm at home, you can grow your own vegetables, you can grow your own food, and you don't need to go to the shop and buy. So I started by doing a kitchen garden. That is what I started with. I did a kitchen garden. I was not selling anything, but I discovered that people were coming, they were borrowing from me The little vegetables I grow, someone will come and say, oh, please give me some. So then I realize, oh, okay, then if I can go commercial and do do vegetables at a larger scale, I'll get the market. And that is how I started.
What do we have
Here, as you know, in farming, you also need to do what we call crop rotation. So like now, this side we have capsicum. This is the red bell or the green bells. We call them here hoho in Swahili. And so we have the hohos here. Then on this other side, on your side, we have spinach. Along the line, because we are trying to conserve the little water that we have. So what we do, we also put some maize. The maize normally act as a buffer. So we have maize along the crops. So as we water the capsicum, the maize also will get the water. And as you cover as you water the spinach, the same thing will happen. The maize will get. So we are targeting 2 birds with 1 stone. We water one, and then the other one can benefit from there. Then we also have the kales somewhere else, and we have the cabbages. That is practically what we have in the farm at the moment. It is the scarcity of water that is preventing us. Otherwise, we would have had a bigger area to cultivate. But for the little one that we have, that is what we are trying to utilize. So we have the capsicum, the spinach, the sukuma wiki, the cabbages, and at times we also have the green pepper, pilipili. We also grow the pilipili, the bitter one. And we use the pilipili sometimes to spray our crops so that they are not attacked by the insects. Actually, it is the whole area that we are farming is 3 acres. But as you can see, we have also set aside a place where we put the grass again for the cows. It's a semi-arid place, and the grass is a challenge to us. So we have the other side. This side here is 2.5 acres. Then we have a 1/2 acre that is covering up there. So we basically do the cabbages, the spinach and sukuma wiki, and we also do the maize, the green maize, and we do the hoho. The hohos they fetch good money, and then we also do. Sometimes I do this the beetroots. Beetroots also do very well here. Yeah. So the beetroots we also do the beetroots. Right now we harvested them. I think this one just remained one. Before we cleared here, this was all tomatoes.
All right.
Yeah, so we now have done away. You see, I told you we do crop rotation. Yeah. So we rotate. Now we want to put the tomatoes in the greenhouse, because the greenhouse, it is controlled. Here outside, we get a lot of pests attacking the tomatoes. So again, after we put the tomatoes twice in the greenhouse, we will change again and put another crop like the capsicum in the greenhouse also. So we do 2 seasons and then we change. 2 seasons and then we change. In my place here in Kajiado, it's very hot. One thing that we really are struggling with is the climate. The climate tends to be not on our side because it's very dry. It's semi-arid land, but with a few changes here and there, we can do the farming. Therefore, I started by growing the vegetables, the sukuma wiki and the spinach. Then I grew from there, I realized that the tomatoes do very well in Kajiado County, and specifically here. So I moved from the kitchen garden to the commercial farming, and I even went ahead and bought a greenhouse from Amiran in 2015. Right now it's empty because we are preparing it to plant mid of December in order to harvest come January and February. When the harvest for tomatoes go down, we'll plant and then we'll do the tomatoes and we sell them in around end of January and part of February. That is when we also try to gauge the market so that we don't overflood the markets, and then the prices now go down. So that is why you see it. We have just prepared it. We have, as you can see, we are just using the compost manure to do it, and we have not put any other manure. We use the compost, and then we use the other Kenya biological fertilizers. In 2019, I realized that I needed to ration the water, because of course we have water scarcity. 2019, we dug a borehole in this farm, and I started with drip irrigation. So the drip irrigation has carried me along because I've grown tomatoes at large scale. I've grown watermelon large scale. Actually, I am known in Namanga as Mama Melon. And since I do crop rotation, there are times when I do the watermelons, and since I grow them organically, that is why they are sweeter than the ones they grow using the other method.
This is your chickens, or this is your chicken coop. So how many do you have right now?
Right now there are 87.
87?
Yes.
What type of chickens do you keep?
These are local kienyeji chicken.
All right.
Yes.
You have 87 of them?
Yes.
Why did you choose kienyeji over these other ones? Improved kienyeji. We have improved. We have the ones that lays a lot of eggs.
Yes, the layers.
Oh, these ones know how to survive.
Yeah, these ones know how to survive with this weather.
Yeah.
And they also lay eggs for longer time.
All right.
And the meat is also sweeter. Their meat is sweet.
Very natural.
Yeah, very natural. Actually, they need to slaughter one for you. You hear the taste.
So in terms of the food that you feed your chickens, what do you get them? Because it's totally dry. I'm seeing these are leaves.
Yes, this is moringa leaves. The moringa leaves is very nutritious. Very nutritious. You have heard of moringa powder?
Yes, I know moringa.
The moringa tree leaves for chicken, it boosts their energy, it boosts it boosts the blood, and it will also takes away the stress. Because you can see the way it is very stressful, it's very hot. So during hot times like this, we give them the moringa trees. I also give them the ginger, the garlic, because I raise my chicken using organically.
All right.
So yes, we have just sold. I sell the cocks or even the chicken. We sell them, yes, and very many people like this kienyeji chicken. And as we approach Christmas, many will come for the cuckoos from here. So true, we sell them. And we also sell the eggs. Like I get like 4 trays or 3 trays per week. And we sell them too to the hotels and to people who would want to go and hatch the chicks, because these are pure kienyeji, and therefore their eggs we can use to hatch them too. I keep rabbits for their urine. The rabbit urine is also good for the organic farming. So I keep rabbits for their urine. We scoop their urine, and even their droppings are very good. Their droppings are very good for the farm. So purely organic. If you have to feed the community without insecticides.
You are Maasai. We know sometimes so many Maasais. These are some of the marginalized communities, and they don't get exposed to education that much.
Yes.
How did you grow up, get to school, and manage to make your way all through? Now you're educating your own community.
Very interesting, because when I went to school, we went to school by force. We had to be, when we were growing up, children were to go to look after the cows, look after the goats, and no time to go to school. But a decree, the chiefs during my time were forced to look for all the school-going children, and they must go to school. And having been raised in Oldonyoibor, which is called Loitoktok,
Yeah.
We were taken from Loitoktok to Kajiado. It's 215 kilometers away. And we were taken to a school, and the school was run by missionaries. The AIC mission are the ones who built that school. It is still there in Kajiado. It's called AIC. It's on the way, on your way to Nairobi. You can just find the school there. And that school, we were not allowed to go home. During holidays, we were to stay in the school, because if the girl grew up, if you go home, many of them actually went and they were married off, and so they could not
Continue with education.
Continue with education. So when actually my father almost forced us to go, to get married, because girls no going to school. So, but my mother went into that, became a church member, which she paid dearly for being a church member, because she was beaten thoroughly. But finally, the administration also, that time, the administration made sure that girls, because there were no girls in school, the girls were retained in that school. And we were being fed, we were being given clothes, we could not get out of there. And therefore, once my father passed on, that is actually how we managed. My mother said my girls and boys must go to school. And I'm not alone. There are so many of us who are educated by the AIM or AIC church.
Yeah.
And we have even formed a group. Those of us who are in that system, we have formed a group. We are assisting our fellow young girls by getting going. Sometimes we take this health care, because some of us are doctors, some of us are nurses. We take health care to different places where there is there is need. Yes.
How big is your farm?
My farm is 6 acres, and I have dedicated 3 to the farming, and then the rest, actually, it is only now that it is the rains have not come, but for the cows, the goats, and I've also set a place for the bees, an apiary, because we have a lot of bees. There are swarms of bees.
So you also do beekeeping here?
I do beekeeping, and of course the cows and the sheep are there.
Giving back to the society, how have you involved the community? Because you're so much passionate about community development and teaching the young men and women around here. How have you brought them in your farming?
I really have a passion for them, and one of the things that I have done is in 2003, I mean 22 or 3, not 2 or 3, 2023, sorry, 2023, I got some friends of mine, and I spoke with them, and I told them, now, you know, I'm a nurse, I have retired, and I would really love to help my community, even health-wise. We build a clinic, a community clinic, which is here, and there we have made it very cheap. We don't charge for consultation. What we do is you come, we consult, we do everything, and then the only thing that we charge you in a minimal way are the drugs, because I must buy those drugs also for me to continue providing.
You said this hospital, you came with your friends together and then decided to construct the hospital.
Yes, and the reason is actually from here to Namanga is around 6 kilometers.
Yeah.
So we have people who are walking for over 20 kilometers, trying to get to Namanga. And the expense of one going to Namanga and coming back for one person can go as far as 1,000 shillings. So you can imagine when you are sick and you would want to walk, you would want to go to the hospital. Are you going to look for transport? That is 1,000 shillings for the motorbike? Or are you going to buy medicine? Or are you going to pay the doctor, the person who will see you? So I thought if I could break that gap, so that at least from here to where most of our people are coming from, it's nearer to them, then they can come here, and we are actually giving them very good medication. We don't charge for consultation. They come, we give them, we do the consultation, we do the testing, and once we know what their problem is, we give the medicine, and therefore you would have cut down the cost of going all the way to Namanga. Then you come back, and as you have seen, the area is really vast and very dry. So we thought of doing this because I realized that at night, not very many people would like to. Here we have animals roaming about, so not very many people will go all the way to Namanga, which is almost about 20 kilometers from where some of these communities are coming from. So we thought of doing this here, and at the same time teach them on the importance of farming. We need to tell people to grow their own food so that they don't even sell the land, and they can of course sell a little piece, but improve on what they have. Then they can cut down on the food cost for their families. The elephants, they love where the acacia trees are because of the fruits.
Oh, you are very close to the national park that the elephants come here.
Oh yes, they have invaded my farm not once, not twice.
From Amboseli National Park.
Oh yes, it has not been easy. I tell you, I have gone through rough and they destroyed 3 acres of, there were maize and beans on this side, and that side there were melons. They are bad. And also the banana plantation, they don't eat bananas, but they will eat the branches and drop the the fruit.
Yeah.
They don't eat that one.
Wow.
Very bad, very bad. In fact, when we hear that they are around, people don't sleep. We call KWS 24/7. We don't sleep when you hear they have left the camp. They can be very destructive.
Guys, I'm laughing because one man's joy, the way we love seeing wild animals there, to them, to you people, when you see wild animals like when you see the elephants, you can't sleep because your crops are on the line.
Yes, yes, not only crops, even the tanks, the water tanks.
Oh, right.
They will vandalize. See, if you saw my tanks, well, we'll go and see.
We'll go the other side.
We had to put somewhere up because they will destroy the water tank, and they drink that water and spoil the other one. And even the trees, I had planted trees. They wanavunja muti wacha, very destructive. The challenges sometimes is getting enough, especially for the hospital, to get enough drugs to cover us for a period of time. There are times when we run short of them. 2, the challenge of the water challenge is very, very big. It's one of the biggest because buying water is not very easy. And sometimes we resort to buying because there is if we don't get water, we buy from the people who have boreholes. So when you don't have water, it's a big challenge. You see, we are giving the chicken the vegetables in the afternoon. Now, if we don't have the vegetables, buying feeds for this number 80 chicken is not very easy, so we have that challenge. And then the other challenges of the extreme weather. The extremes weather we have, like it's very hot at the moment, and therefore we are trying to do our best. We try to manage with whatever, like growing trees, and even trying to get water to water those trees that they grow is not very easy.
Mommy, your last shots, your last advice to anybody who has watched you, the entire farm, everything, what will be your last words? To speak to younger farmers, the women who want to venture into farming, those who are considering retirement and are thinking, hey, how am I going even to go back home and retire, peacefully give back to the community?
I want to say I'm so grateful, and one of the things that we as people from the rural community is, at least there is a piece of land. You need to go back there. Even for the young, instead of wasting your time in Nairobi or in big towns looking for kibarua to do, please, there is a big kibarua in the farm. Growing your own food, and you know, when you put one seed of the maize in the ground, you are not going to get one maize. And therefore, there is a multiplication that happens. So whenever you plant, you know you will get double. Double, which means some of it goes to your usage. The other one, you can turn it into money by selling it. And I can assure the young people, the people who are fearing to go on retire. I retired at 55 because I didn't want to retire when I'm too old and I'm not able to do something in my farm. So farming is the ultimate goal for all of us, and it is the only way we can help our communities, show them the importance of the land, and by doing practically, they will emulate us. So I ask people who have a piece of land, doesn't have to be 100 acres, even a few acres, even 1 acre, you can actually produce more, and you can do more with 1 acre, and you feed your family and you get surplus to sell.
So Mama Grace, thank you so much for having me. I really, really appreciate.
Yes.
I've come all the way from Nairobi. I had to run here because I've been looking for just a story that will be inspiring and what you're doing to the community. I might not say it on behalf of all the people watching, but all I want to say is that this is really inspirational, what you're doing to the community. And I'm sure God will reward you more abundantly. You're getting the hospital running, the vegetables for the community. All I can say is, may God reward you, right?
Amen.
May God reward you. And guys,
Amen.
if you want to chip in, if you want to assist, I'll give out the contact details of Mama Grace. You can always reach out to her if you want her to supply you with any fruit, any plants that she grows. Let's say the season for watermelons is coming.
Yes, yes.
We have tomatoes there. If you want any of those, now you'll give a special discount, even if it is 10% to my guys coming.
Yes.
Yes. If they come, they say from Lenox, you'll give them a special discount, right?
Correct.
Yes. So guys, thank you so much for watching this video until the end. It's been a long one. So thank you so much, Mama Grace. Anything else you want to say to my guys? Tell them to subscribe to the channel.
Please subscribe to Lenox. He has really shocked me to come to the farm. I didn't believe when he told me he's coming.
Yes.
Please subscribe. Let us subscribe so that he's doing a good job.
Yes. So guys, thank you so much. Until next time, my name is Lenox and I'm out. So, Mami, thank you so much. I think we are done.
Okay.
We finished the story.
Okay.
What happened to this one?
Why? With that one? We are doing family planning.